Hi everyone, this is Susan Searway Fertig with Susan Searway Art and Design. Happy Tuesday everybody, hope you're all doing well. Coming to you live from the backyard. Just wanted to go through, I've had a couple of questions asking about the different type of prints I have through my website for my artwork. So I thought I'd take you through the different mediums today. So starting off first is a metal print. I love metal prints. They have a super high quality to them. Also a gloss finish. I traditionally print with a white glossy matte print or metal print, which means that you get these pure vibrant colors to it. You can also get a pure white, such as right here, detail work. So this piece in particular is an 8x10 metal print. It is from my COVID-19 series, Shelter in Place Persona, a figurative series. And this is called Aspiration. It's a horizontal. As you can see, it's got the hanging on the background, so that all you need to do is put it in a wall with a hook and you're all ready to go. So this is a sample of one of my metal prints. As most of you know, I also do limited editions, signed and numbered prints, and those are all usually done on high metal prints as well. So moving on to my second medium. Second one I have to highlight for you today is acrylic. Now, acrylic is super high glossy like the metal print, but if you look at the metal print, here's the metal print that we were just looking at versus the acrylic. You can see the different widths. And so the acrylic has this nice depth. It's 1/4 of an inch acrylic print. This is one of my best sellers. This is Soul. It was originally produced during college and has become sort of my staple for my digital art series of Persona. This acrylic print is actually a 6x8, so wonderful, easy to hang on the back. So it gives you different options. So if it was a horizontal composition, you have the hangers for that as well. So with acrylic print, very shiny. The colors become really vibrant. And since I'm shooting this outside, you can also see it's highly reflective. So acrylic print, metal print. And moving on, we also do canvas wrap prints. And the cool thing about canvas wrapped prints is that I like to do a gallery wrap, which means that it fully goes around the canvas so that you don't have a harsh edge, and you also don't have the image cutting off. So the full fingers of all of the dancers come through on the composition. It's also got D-rings and a wire ready to hang on the wall. This composition is also from my Shelter in Place series that I started last year in March, which is kind of crazy that it's been a whole year since I focused my artwork on something that brought me joy during sheltering in place. This specific piece is called Action Communicated. The gallery wrap is 1.5 inch in width, and this is a 6x8 composition. Totally love this composition. I also have this piece highlighted on one of my masks that I also sell in the product section of my website. Moving on to another medium. This is the fourth medium. This is actually a wood print, and this is actually printed on wood itself. It's let's see, it's a 1/2 an inch width, so a good thickness, very strong and stable. On the back you can see how it's attached, ready for hanging. This composition is part of my Grapevine's Persona series, which is digital art compositions. They originally start out as photography that I take usually at wineries or at vineyards and wine tasting experiences throughout the Bay Area and beyond. This specific silhouette of the composition came from J Winery. This is let's see, the title of this piece is a Pinot Gris vine number 8. So these are Pinot Gris grapevines from J Vineyards, which is located in the Russian River Valley. And then I do a photo montaging technique inside of the silhouettes to create more intricacy, depth, and detail work. So within the silhouettes, you see multiple grapevines and grapes, and it's almost like a collaging digitally. So once again, this is a wood print. This is also an 8x6. Moving on to my fifth type of medium, this is a fine art print. So as you can see, the composition is called Appreciate Progress. This is an 8x10. What I love about this is this paper is super thick. So if you look sideways, it's got a good thickness and weight to it, which makes it perfect for framing or just displaying on a bookshelf or around your home. So this is Appreciate Progress. This is also one of my compositions from my COVID-19 series, Shelter in Place, Persona Figurative series. And you can really see the detail work of the piece on the inside. As most of you know, I use my watercolors as a basis for my silhouettes inside, so you can see multiple figures within figures, which deals with my idealism versus reality concept for my series. Moving on to the final medium, this is actually a matte print, so very similar to a fine art print. So what's the difference between a fine art print, like this one, versus a matte print? Mainly it's the thickness of the paper. So it's a little bit hard to say, but the fine art print is like 2, if not 3 times as thick as the matte print, but still a beautiful composition, beautiful color and clarity of the piece itself. This specific piece is called Shift Perspective. Once again, it is an 8x10. As I described earlier, this is also from my series, a COVID-19 Shelter in Place series, which I started last year, March. Amazing that we've had to shelter in place for a whole year. Really love the color combination in this. The blues and the purples and this sort of cream type reflection comes into play on these silhouettes. Just something super beautiful. And then I have also one other piece that I wanted to highlight. This is another piece that's also on a matte finish, a little bit smaller. This is a 6x8. This is called Vine Number 1. The silhouettes came from the Benissaire Vineyard, which is located in the St. Helena appellation in Napa. And what I really like about this composition is just sort of the line quality of the grapes and the shapes, and the negative space being the black areas that this composition creates. Also beautiful detailed work on the inside. You can see the details of the grapes and grapevines and leaves on the interior of the composition. And then, so those are the 6 main mediums I have: metal, acrylic, canvas, wood, fine art prints, as well as matte prints. And then lastly, I just wanted to leave something with a little bit of a merchandise. So I also have coasters available. So these are kind of fun. They're sold in a set of 4. Super high quality thickness, cork on the background, but this is also of sole. You've seen this before in many other compositions that I highlight. But anyway, so this is a highlight of a variety of my printed mediums available on my website, SusanSearwayArt.com. Hopefully you can check it out. If you have any questions about the different mediums, I would be happy to explain them or answer your questions. So feel free to DM, call, or email. You can always locate me through my website as well. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.